Hello, my dear learners. How are you all? I hope you all are good, healthy, happy. So, my dear learners, here we will start chapter number 4 of your book, and the name of the chapter is Introduction MS Word 16. So, in this chapter, what are the things that we are covering? I will tell you. First, my dear learners, we will see MS Word. What is MS Word? Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, what are the things that we do in Microsoft Word? Okay, how we do typing in Microsoft Word, how we change the font style, how we change the color of the font style. If you want to save any document, how we can save it. But first, we will see how we open the MS Word, how we search the MS Word in your computer. Okay, and what are the things that we will do in MS Word. Okay. Instead of typing, there are lots of things that we can do in MS Word. So we will see what is MS Word and what are the things that we can do in MS Word. So these things we have to do in this class. So let's start this class. Let's start this chapter number 3 of your book. The name of the chapter is Introduction to MS Word 16. Okay, so let's start now. Hello friends, you must have been people typing on a computer. Sometimes we see some of the people will typing in the computer. Do you know which software do we use for typing on a computer? Do you know which software we will use if you want to do typing? It is word processing software. So word processing software, in that software we can easily do typing. So let us learn about this in this chapter. So let's see what is word processing. We have to see what is word processing. Okay, so a word processor is the application software that is used to type text on the computer. So if you want to type any text on the computer, we can use word processor. Okay, it helps us to create documents that contain both text and picture. So we can able to what we can do, we can say we can able to, with the help of word processor, it helps us to create documents that contain both text and pictures. So in word processing, we can type it also and add images also in that document. So we can type document, report, letters and story using it. So any type of the typing we can do in word processing. We can also save the documents in your computer and print it later. So we can save the documents in the MS Word also. Okay. So these are the things that we can do in MS Word. Okay. Now we will see uses of word processor. So what are the uses of word processor? Let's see. A word processing software help us to do many tasks. Some of the tasks given below. First is type on a computer. So what are the things that we do with word processor? First, we can type anything on the computer. Second, add, remove and edit letters, word or sentences in the documents. So if you want to edit it, if you want to add some sentences in it, we can do. Okay. Next, add pictures, clip art, shapes and borders in the document. So in the document, we can add anything like border, shapes, clip art, all the things. Next, format text in a document such as make it bold, underline it or style it with italics. So all these things we can do with the help of word processor. Check spellings and grammar error also. These things is very benefited nowadays. People are doing it to check the spellings, because in that red mark is written if the spelling is wrong. So this is the best thing. Okay. Next, search and replace word in the document and set the margin of the page. So we can add margin, we can add border, pictures, clip art, video, and so images and text in the word processor. Okay, so all these things we can do it. Okay, now WordPad, Open Office Writers, MS Word, Apple Page, etc. are some of the word processing software available. Out of all these, the most commonly used software is Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word is mostly used by the people nowadays. Okay, so let's see. MS Word is a word processor created by Microsoft Corporation. So who created MS Word? Of course, MS is Microsoft Corporation's created MS Word. It is one of the programs which contain all tools, features for creating the formatting documents. let us learn about MS Word in this chapter. So let's see MS Word 2016 in this chapter. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, now starting MS Word 2016. So how we start MS Word 2016? Let's have a look. We need to follow the given steps to start Microsoft Word 2016 software. How we start, how we open the software. Let's see. This is important. This image tells you go on start button, search on MS Word, then this page comes out. That means your Word MS Word is open. Okay, so first step is that click on start button. In the search box type Word 2016. Next click on the Word icon. The Word 2016 open will appear. Now start button, if you search it, the folder will be appear, the app will be appear automatically. You can open the app. Icon on the blank document, a new Word document will be open on the screen. Here we can see this thing is open. Okay. So now we will see some components of MS Word 2016. So what are the components of MS Word 16? Okay, so a basic window that appears when we open MS Word in a given below. It contains many components that help us to perform various operations in the document. So in the document, we can do various operations. Okay, so let us discuss these components one by one. So let's see these components, all of these. Now we can see this page is clear to you. Now we will see this is the file menu. We will see in depth one by one. I will tell you each and everything, but stay up to the last of the video, then it is clear to you. Okay, now quick access bar, title bar is also there, control button is there, ribbon button is there, horizontal bar, vertical ruler, status bar, all these things are there in the Word page. So we will see what are their roles of it. Okay, now first title bar. What is the role of title bar? Here we can see the title bar. This is the title bar. Okay, here it is mentioned. Okay, so it located on the top of the Word window. Okay, so it is there in the Word window. It displays the name of the document on which we are currently working, followed by the name of the program. Name of the program is also there, and your document name is also written on the top of that screen. So that is title bar. The title is written on the on the top side of the screen. So we can say, for example, shopping list, Microsoft Word, it also have control buttons in the right corners. Okay, so it is title bar. Next is the quick access tool. Quick access tool is here. Where it is here? Here we can see. Here we can see quick access tool. The some of the tools that is there in the top side of your screen. So it present on the left side of the title bar. In the title bar, it appear on the left side of it. It contains shortcuts to assert commands like save, do, undo, repeat. All these things are there. Next is ribbon is also there. What's that? Ribbon. Here we can see the ribbon is there. This part of the screen is known as ribbon. That part, the main part that have all the features of the MS Word. So we can say the ribbon is placed below the title bar. It contains tabs such as file, insert, home, page layout, etc. These tabs contain a group of commands that are used to perform commonly used tasks in the Word. So all the things we can do with the help of ribbon. So in the ribbon, we have color palettes. We can increase or decrease the size of the text, change the font of your text, everything we can do. Okay. Next is file tab is also there. Where is file tab? This is file tab. Here we can see the file tab in the left side of the screen. So I will rub it so that's why we can see everything, each and everything clearly. Now I am hoping so everything is clear to you. Okay. Now file tab is clear. Now file tab. This tab is located below the quick access toolbar. It contains different commands to create, save, open, close, and print a document. So we can do with the help of file tab. Next is control button. So control button, of course, it is there on the right side. That is minimize, maximize, and close button. Okay. So these buttons are located on the right hand side of the title bar. So in the right side, we can see the control button. It contains 3 buttons: minimize, maximize, and close. The minimize button reduces the size of the window. So it reduces the size of the window. The maximize button increase the size of the window to full screen, and restore button is to make the window size smaller than full size. Okay, so we can do all these things. Okay, next, status bar. Status bar is also there. Here we can see the status bar in the below of the page. So we can say it is located at the bottom of the document window. It displays information such as current document, number of pages, number of word, view button, and zoom slider bar. So all these things are there here. In the zoom in, zoom out is there in the status bar. So we can zoom the page. Okay, so we can do all these things. Next, ruler is also there. Ruler is also there. Here we can see the ruler, vertical ruler. So that's why we make up and down page. And horizontal ruler, here we can move the page right and left. Okay, so this is vertical and horizontal rulers are there in MS Word. So the ruler is used to set the margin of the document. There are two rulers in the Word, that is horizontal and vertical. So two rulers are there. Using the horizontal ruler, we can set right and left margin of the document. Using the vertical ruler, we can set the top and bottom margin of the document. So we can set the margin of the document right to left, up and down with the ruler. Next is working area. So this is the area of document where we type the text or added the written text in the working area, that we do everything. That is working area, the white part of it. Can you see? This is the working area. This one. Okay, white part. Next is the zoom slider. So what is zoom slider? So we will see what is zoom slider. So we can say the zoom slider is used to enlarge or reduce the size of the Word document. So in the zoom slider, we can increase and decrease of the size of the document. It present on the right side of the status bar. Okay, it is there in the status bar. Now we will see working in MS Word. How I do the work in MS Word? Let's see. Creating a new document. How we can create? Let's see. To create a new document in the Word, we need to follow these steps. First, click on the File tab. What you have to do? Click on the File tab. Click on the new option located in the left panel. Click on the blank document. A blank document will appear on the screen. So here the blank document appear. Here we can see in the top side blank document appear. Then you can start typing in the document window with the help of keyboard. So here the blank document is there. Here you whatever you want to write, you can type it in the Word. Okay. Now typing in a document. So how we type? So when we start a new document, a blinked line appears called the cursor. Here we can see blink line. This one, the cursor appears. So cursor tells you to write from here. Okay. So appear in the first column of the first line. We can start typing the text. It will be appear with where the cursor is. So we can start typing where the cursor is. Okay. Now, adding new text in the document. So if you want to add some text in the document, how we do it? So to add new text to the existing document, we first need to place the cursor at the desired point where you want to add the document. So you have to place the cursor where you want to add some line or subtract some line or delete something. So place the cursor in that. Okay. Next, click the mouse by pointing on the desired location, then start typing on the text. Okay. Then put the cursor where you want to type. If the cursor is not there, you cannot able to write anything on that document. So cursor should be there when from where you want to start typing. So look at the window given here. Suppose we need to add text before the sentence, I like to play cricket. So if I want to I like to play cricket, if I want to write sentence before that, so I put the cursor here. So that's why everything will be written on my left hand side. Okay. So click on the mouse and place the cursor I and start typing I study in class 5th. Means on the left side of it. Okay. So place the cursor and then start writing whatever you want to write. Okay. The next text will appear in the documents. Here we can see the text is there. Now how it selecting a text, how we want to select the text. If I want to change the size or color of the text, how we can do? First we have to select that text. Okay, so we had to select the text. So whenever we need to copy, move or format text, we first need to select it. Let us learn how to select the text in the Word document. Let's see how we can do it. First step, place the cursor at the point where you want to select the text. So first place the cursor, okay? Keep the left mouse pressing and drag the mouse over the text. So you have to select the whole text, whatever you want to do now. Select the whole part, whole sentence, whatever you want to do. Next, third, release the mouse button once the text is selected. Then once the text is selected, release the mouse. The text will be highlighted. Now the text will be highlighted here. If I want to select hello friends, so this is highlighted. That means this part is selected. Now we can change that hello friend. We can change the color, size, front of that text. Okay. So once we have typed the text in a document, we can make any changes in it. For example, we can change the color, size, type of the complete text, or selecting portion of the text. Okay. So we will see, we need to follow given steps to change the font size, color and type. So we can change anything, color, text, type, anything we can do. But how we do? Follow these steps. First, select the text what you want to make formatting. First select the text, then you can only do. Okay. Next, click on home page. Then in the front group, click on the font box and choose any font of your choice. So you can choose, like this is the thing in the upper side, you can choose any font size, whatever you want to do. Okay. Then click on the down arrow next to the font size that change the size of it. So you can change the size of your sentences also. Okay. You can increase, decrease of the size also. Next, click down arrow next to the front size, choose the desired color of your choice. So in that here we can see, here it is mentioned the color. So you can write with red color, blue color, green color, orange color, whatever you want to do, you can write with that color. Okay. Next, we can do the selected text will be chosen color, size and format. Here we can see a color palette is there, so we can choose the color according to your choice. Now we will see how we save that document. We are done with that. How we save that document? Let's see. So once we have work in our document, we can save it in our computer for later use. To do so, we need to follow given steps. So we have to follow some steps to save the document. Okay. First, click on File menu. Click on Save option. The Save dialog box will appear on your screen. Locate the path where you want to save the document. For example, select the PC document. So first you have to say save option that is there in the left side. Select that and choose the path also where you want to save. In the desktop, in the My Computer, in which folder you want to save your document. Okay. Then we have to file name box where write the name of the file with which you want to save the document. File name also should be there. So that's why it's easier to you to find your document. Next, click on save button. The document will be saved in the computer. So this is how we can save. Okay. So now this is activity, create a document and write a few sentences about my hobbies. Write 5 sentences on it. Okay. Now this is how we save. We are done with that. Now we will see opening an existing document. So if you want to open an existing document, how we can open it? So Word also allow us to open an already saved document. We can open already saved document and start working on them. To do so, we need the follow steps. We need these following steps. So let's see what are the steps. First is click on File menu. Click on Open option. The Open Document dialog will appear on the screen. Choose the location where you have to save your file. If you have forgotten the location, click on the Browse button to find the location where you want to save it. Fifth, choose the file by clicking on it once, then click on Open option. The file will be open on your screen. This is how the existence document will be open on your computer. Now, closing our Word document. So how we can able to close it? You are done with the work. Now I want to close it. How we can do? Let's see. So once we are done with our work in a document, we can close it. To do so, further, these are the following steps that involves. So first is click on File tab and choose More option. A pop-up box will appear next to the tab and few options is there. Next, choose on option Close. So the close option should be there. Here we can see the close option. So from that, if you have not saved your file, a dialog box will appear if you want, if it asks whether you want to save file before closing it. Fifth, click save if you want to save the file, and don't save if you don't want to save it. Sixth, the document on which we were working will be closed. Now it is closed. Okay, if you want to save option should be there. If you don't want to save, click on don't save button, and then your document will be disappear. Okay, so this is how we can do the work in MS Word. I am hoping so it is totally clear to you what is MS Word, how we do typing, how we do editing, how we do add any sentences, remove any sentences in the Word. Clear? Now this chapter is practical for you. Just after watching this video, try in practical in your computer also. Okay, try practically in your computer, so that's why it's easier to you to understand all the things which I already taught you. So that's all, my dear learners, for this class. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye bye.